Hi guys, it's MGS Warrior 2 back to give you another part of my Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Tournament 2004 playthrough. So today I'm still trying to unlock the next tier of Duelist. So with that I'm going to have to win some more duels to get those cards that I need. So I guess I'll be dueling Joey Wheeler. The first tier 3 duelist that I unlocked a while back. So he starts off with Alligator's sword in face-up attack mode. So I'll set my Hirror Force to start off with, and I summon my giant Red Seasnake on the field in a face-up attack mode. And now his Alligator's sword is about to get destroyed by my Seasnake. Let's see how Joey likes that. Okay, so now let's see what Joseph Wheeler has up his sleeve next. Oh, that's actually a pretty good card that he just summoned. Zombyra the Dark, 2100 attack, and that's going to overpower my giant Red Seasnake. But I'm not going to let my Seasnake go down. So I activate Hirror Force. Zombyra the Dark has been destroyed. So now Joey Wheeler's left wide open for a direct attack or two. But I've drawn Mask of Weakness, I'll set that down for later. And I summon my Shining Abyss in attack mode. So it's excellent for me this turn because I get to hit Joey twice directly. First with Shining Abyss and then with Giant Red Seasnake. So I'm off to a good start here. As long as I keep pounding on Wheeler's life points, I should be able to beat him fast enough. That is if he can turn it around, which I have a feeling he can. So he summons his Spear Dragon, decent 4-star monster, and he's going to attack Shining Abyss. Not so fast, Joey. I activate my trap card, Mask of Weakness. So the Mask of Weakness has been placed on your Spear Dragon's head and it got weaker by 700 attack points. Which means it's been destroyed by my Shining Abyss because it got weaker. Okay, I've drawn my Blue Eyes, but I'm not going to need Blue Eyes. I'm just going to summon another monster of 4 stars. So Giant Rat will be summoned. So with these 3 attacks, that is the game. So this duel is actually a lot easier than I thought with Joey. Sometimes he can be really hard, other times he can be really easy. I guess it just depends on the luck of the draw. I guess he didn't really get the cards he needed in time. And that sucks for him, and that's good for me, because I've beaten him for the 3rd time, I think. So that's good, I get to choose a pack. Hopefully I get a card I need to unlock another duelist. So let's see, I need a Barrow Dragon to unlock Bandit Keith, so let's see if I can get it. No, but I don't get it, because it's as you know, it's a really rare card, and you have to be really lucky to pull that one out. So I guess I gotta keep trying. I'm going to keep on dueling Joey Wheeler, even though I know he may be getting tougher to beat as time goes on, as I keep on defeating him. But I'm confident in my dueling abilities. I should be able to take him down again. So I set my Numinous Healer and Solemn Judgment, as well as my Offerings to the Doomed, face down on the field, and I summon my Vorse Raider. I'm so glad I had that in my opening hand. Okay, that's going to do it for me for now. Okay, Joey, what you got for me on your first turn? Face down card and Zombyra the Dark in attack mode. Not so fast. I activate my quick play spell card, Offerings to the Doom. I get to destroy one face-up monster at the cost of skipping my next draw phase, and I select your Zombyra the Dark. So I can't draw, like I said, because of Offerings to the Doom's effect, so I'm going to have to just use the cards I have in my hand for this turn. So I summon Master Kianshi in attack mode. But now Joey activates his trap card Ring of Destruction, and he's going to target my Vorse Raider with it. And let's see, I don't know if I want to pay half my life points just to get rid of that. Yeah, I think I will. So I activate Solemn Judgment. I pay half my life points so I can deactivate your Ring of Destruction, and that will spare my Vorse Raider. Now Vorse Raider attack directly. And now Master Kianchi, another direct attack. Okay, now it is Joey's move again. So if I just let Joey use Ring of Destruction on Vorse Raider, I would have lost my Vorse Raider. We both would have taken 1900, and I would have only had my Master Kianchi on the field. And I wouldn't have lost half my life points, but I want to keep my Vorse Raider on the field. So that's why I decided to use that move. But he brought back his Zombyra with his premature burial. So he targeted Master Kianchi and destroyed it. So since I took life point damage, I'm going to activate my trap card Numinous Healer. So I gain 1000 life points. So because Zombyra the Dark attacked, it gets weaker by 200 attack points, which is one of the downsides to its effects. So now I've drawn my Magician of Faith. I'm not sure if the only spell card I used was Offerings to the Doomed. So I could bring that back if I want to. So I will set my Magician of Faith down. So the only monster I could target with Vorse Raider would be his face down defense monster, since Zombyra the Dark also has 1900 attack points. So I'll target Joey's face down defense monster, and it ended up being his alligator sword, so that's destroyed. And that's gonna end my turn. So this is actually a more exciting duel than the last one. So Joey activates his spell card Graceful Charity. He lets him draw 3 new cards, and he discards 2, and unluckily for me, he activates his Dark Hole spell card, destroying every monster on the field, and now he plays another powerful spell, Swords of Revealing Light. I can't attack him for 3 turns. Oh boy, that was a mouthful. So I've drawn a Swords of Revealing Light of my own, and I'm going to be using it, since the only thing else I have in my hand is Blue Eyes, and I can't summon him yet without any tributes. So that was the best play I could do, well actually the only play I can do as well. So let's see what Joey's got. So now we both can attack, which makes things interesting. So I've drawn Mask of Weakness, and I'm going to set that down. So this 3 turns of stalling will actually help me out, because I'm going to need to draw more monsters to protect my life points. So hopefully I draw some before Swords expires. But he activates his Monster Reborn spell card, and he brings back my Vorse Raider from the graveyard, and he tributes it to summon his Summoned Skull, and that's bad news. I'm going to have to figure out a way around that. So let's see what I draw here. Penguin Soldier, that's a fine choice if I want to return Summoned Skull to his hand, and that's exactly what I want to do. So I'll set Penguin Soldier face down. So Joey's Swords has expired, which is good for me, because that'll allow me to attack when I want to. But he plays the spell card Change of Heart, and he gains control of my Penguin Soldier. There goes my plan. And he brings out another Summoned Skull, but the only thing stopping him from attacking me and winning the duel was the Swords of Revealing Light, but now it's expired. So now I only have Beta the Magnet Warrior and Blue Eyes in my hand, and Mask of Weakness on the field, which isn't too good at all. So what I'm going to do is just going to summon my Beta the Magnet Warrior in face-up attack mode. And then that's going to end my turn. So Joey has summoned his Goblin attack force, and he's going to attack me with it. So I'm going to play my Mask of Weakness. That will lower his Goblin's attacks by 700, so he loses 100. But he still has his 2 Summoned Skulls on the field, and that gets rid of my beta, and he's going to attack me directly with his other Summoned Skull. That brings me down to 1,350 life points, so I really need Heart of the cards to help me out here. Hopefully I get a Dark Hole or something. But I don't. I only have a Man-Eater Bug, which won't really save me because he has 2 Summoned Skulls on the field. That would have worked if he only had 1 Summoned Skull. So I'll just set my Man-Eater Bug. And I'm going to be losing this duel, unfortunately. So Joey tributes his Summoned Skull just to bring out a new one, which I don't get at all, but suit himself. I guess he wants another Summoned Skull in his graveyard. So he attacks, and I get to destroy his other Summoned Skull. So I actually forgot that this duel will be spared for one more turn, but not for long, as I only drawn Share the Pain, which only works if I have another monster on the field to tribute. So there goes this duel for real this time, as he summons his Spear Dragon, and he's going to finish me off here with one last attack. So I gave it all I had. That's all I can ask for. Okay, so we're gonna have a third duel to settle today's tiebreaker. So let's see who will win a 2 out of 3 today. So let's settle this. Okay, looks like Joey will start off the duel. He summons his Panther Warrior. A decent 4-star monster. It does have 2,000 attack, but it has to sacrifice a monster to attack. So I will set my Solemn Judgment, my Magic Jammer, and my Torrential Tribute face down. And next I summon my Gemini Elf, face up attack mode. And next I equip my Gemini Elf with United We Stand, increasing her attack by 800 points, so now she's at 2,700. And you know what that means. That allows me to attack and destroy Joey's Panther Warrior. So adios. Okay, now it's Joey's turn. Let's see how he will respond to losing his Panther Warrior. I'm sure that doesn't sit well with him. And there's nothing else he can do about it except play a monster face down defense. Okay, I've drawn Dark Hole. Too bad it wasn't another monster, but I'll just attack his defense monster. Let's get rid of it from the field, which was his Axe Raider. So there it goes. So Joey activates his spell card Polymerization that allows him to fuse 2 monsters together. But luckily I have my Magic Jammer, so I can counter that. But I have to discard 1 card from my hand, and I choose Harpie's Feather Duster, because I still want to keep Dark Hole in my hand in case I'm in a really tight spot and I need to destroy monsters on the field. So Joey plays his Graceful Charity, and let him do it. Draw 3 new cards and discard 2. Now he activates Fusion Sage, which allows him to select his Polymerization from his deck and bring it into his hand. And he plays that Berry Polymerization that he just got. So I'm not going to allow him to bring out a fusion monster. So I play my Solemn Judgment, which is a counter trap card that deactivates any monster summoning or the activation of any spell or trap card at the cost of half my life points. So I believe that was life points well spent. So I will summon Shining Abyss now in attack mode. And no, I will not activate anything at this time. So that will give my Gemini Elf a big boost in attack. Now it's 3500 attack, so I will attack and destroy Zombyra the Dark with Shining Abyss, and Gemini Elf can hit Joy's life points directly. A hefty amount of damage was taken to Joy's life points there, so now he's down to 3800. Now I have a 200 life point lead in this duel. So Joy sets a face down monster. Looks like he's close to calling it quits here, unless he draws something good. So I set my Dark Spirit of the Silent face down. And it's time to get rid of that, his last line of defense. So go Shining Abyss. So I got rid of that Spear Dragon who had no defense. Gemini Elf attacked Joy directly, leaving him with 300 life points. So one last attack and Joy's done for. So hopefully I can seal the deal after Joy's next turn. So hopefully Joy doesn't turn things around with Heart of the Cards. So he set one face down card on the field. Hopefully that's not a Mirror Force, as I fear. The only thing that can prevent me from finishing him off here. So I will set my offerings to the Doom face down. And it's time to take a chance and attack him directly and win this duel. So Gemini Elf attacked Joy directly. And unfortunately it was Mirror Force, so there goes two of my monsters, and Joy saves himself for the time being. Okay, so let's see if Joy can really make a comeback here. He summons his Alligator Sword in face-up attack mode. Not so fast. I activate my trap card, Torrential Tribute. It destroys any monster that has just been summoned. So there goes his Alligator Sword, and I've drawn my Giant Rat, so that'll be the game once I attack Joy directly with my Giant Rat. So it's been a fun 2 out of 3 duels with Joey today. He proved to be a quality opponent, a really good competitor. He really gave it all he had. So now I will select another pack. This time I'll go for the Black Skull Dragon, which you can get a Harpie Lady in this pack. So hopefully I get one. Oh, I finally got Harpie Lady, which means I've unlocked Mai Valentine, but the other condition I need to fulfill is I need to remove Harpie's Feather Duster from my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And I'll put in something to replace Harpie's Feather Duster, which is Giant Trunade, which is a pretty decent... Well, actually, I'm not going to put in Giant Trunade. I just thought of another card I can put in place of it, which is Heavy Storm. Because I'm going to need another spell card that destroys my opponent's spell and trap cards on the field, and that's a pretty good alternative to have if you're not having a Harpie's Feather Duster in your deck. So I'm going to go into the campaign and have you see if Mai is really unlocked. Here she is. So that's wonderful. Sure, Mai Valentine is a very strong opponent, but I will take her on in the next video. So here you have it. This is how you unlock Mai Valentine. You have to have a Harpie Lady in your trunk, and you have to have a Harpie's Feather Duster card in your trunk as well. So this is MGS, and you've watched my Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Tournament 2004 Let's Play. Comment, like, sub, and see you guys next time.